Bard in second. CODCAOS in 10th. Oh, buddy. Suimin in 4th. So this will be an interesting fight to see CODCAOS go all the way down from the bottom two all the way up to the top.
Yeah, and we are going to ride on board with CODCAOS. Let's see how he's managing to get through the field. Seppi is in the 911 at the back as well, alongside him.
The middle pack seems very interesting, though, with a bunch of people, faster drivers there as well. So after the start, clean start, no big issues up until turn.
CODCAOS actually not having the cleanest turn 1, and that's going to be a really bad thing for him. He really wants to get ahead of these drivers around him by the time it goes to the ghosting.
Taikyu absolutely annihilated in turn on the death turn. He just took like 3 people with him. So that's already placed a very big gap between Suimin and Bard. So, good God.
Oh my lord, that is a lot of people right there.
A lot of deaths. Suimin already down to 9th from a big collision on that left 90.
Yeah, 5 people wide in that corner for some reason. I mean, that was just absolutely insane right there.
Not a good decision right there.
Let's see how Suimin navigates this.
Is Taikyu Genji? Yeah,
right?
Taikyu
is Genji.
Okay. I understand why that happened.
Now, let's not call anyone out necessarily, maybe.
Yeah, I'm not calling anybody yet.
Suimin looks for a lovely little move down the inside of Avenge right there. Avenge losing the back end. He does have that sort of top speed beast right there of the Acura, but it can be so difficult to put down all of that power as it does ride the curves very nicely right there. And Suimin goes and overtakes down past Genji up behind CODCAOS.
My goodness.
And Genji absolutely slams into the side of Suimin for some reason.
Oh, but someone tried to kill Genji now. I'm not sure who that was, but someone just tried to almost push him out of the checkpoint. A lot of stuff is going down right now in the top 5. Or I guess from 2 to 6 rather, because there's already a massive. There's a 6-second gap from first to second already. That's a massive gap. Someone just T-boned and failed to brake completely. I'm pretty sure that was Viper, or something's going on right now. I'm not sure what it is, but there's a lot of content right now. If you look at
someone has decided to just not properly race. Oh my god!
What is going on? I'm not even sure what is happening at this point. CODCAOS is trying to sneak through the midst of all the chaos. Manages to go from 10th to 7th, but I'm not sure he's gonna be able to hold that position. Genji again with another massive dive. Almost. Oh, he does miss the checkpoint. So now Genji is not in the pack, but there's still a lot of contact, a lot of pushing, a lot of shoving on the middle of the pack. CODCAOS down into 8th, trying to make it stick. Doesn't hit the wall, but does send. I'm not sure if that was number 3 or knocked as wide. I do believe that was knocked as. COD almost missing that checkpoint, but somehow managed to tail whip it right into it. And Suimin also trying to make this way up the pack from 5th, trying to make a move on Bane, driving, which is in 4th. Takes the inside, manages to hold it. So now, yeah, he does. So number 3 up into 4th.
Yeah, nice little bit of a move right there. Clean down the inside, no contact, unlike a couple of the other moves that we've seen this race. I think he was a bit unsettled by the amount of complete and utter disregard for safety that there was earlier on in the race. And Okan actually, he's doing well for himself right now, up in 2nd place. I don't think a lot of people had their eyes on this guy coming into this race, but he's making a name for himself, hanging with these. And as I cast a curse him, he goes straight through the fences right there.
Straight out. But right now, there's an 11-second gap from 1st to 2nd. That is the biggest gap I think we've seen from between any 2 positions in these 3, or I guess now 4 races that we've done. Suimin trying to make a move on Viper, trying to take the inside. Does take it. Viper might have a bit more momentum on the exit, but will not be able to make it side by side. So Suimin will have the inside on the death turn as well, slowing Viper down. Oh, but he hits the bump, sends him wide. If he didn't hit the bump, I think that Viper would have had the momentum to make it past him once again. So Suimin holding the position in second now. Viper holding Bane and CODCAOS back. If we go over to COD's point of view now, though,
Yeah,
COD is
he is
trying to make
side by
some
side with
moves.
Okaran.
Yeah, he's trying to make some moves happen here. Oakaran hits something, forcing him to go a little bit to the left or lose his car just a tiny bit. But God goes through every single fence, but Oakaran, the push kind of saved him right there.
So yeah, CODCAOS getting himself a little bit of a clean air right there.
Oh, someone missed a checkpoint. I think that was Avenge. I think Avenge just missed a checkpoint. Yeah, no, who was that? Bane missed a checkpoint. Bane,
Oh, Bane driving, missing a checkpoint. Really unlucky for him right there.
Bane
Going to be finding
missed
himself
a
down
checkpoint.
in last position. That's not where he wanted to be in this race.
Not at all.
It's still insanely close in the mid pack. Everyone down through CODCAOS, Okaran, Avenge, Seppi, Zipper, Noxus, running pretty much nose to tail. Bard, meanwhile, doing
Bard is
59.4s.
Bard is literally already half around the lap, where you can see the other people. So that's a massive gap still. 12 seconds now, and increasing by the looks of it.
Oh my god, Noxus with some very loud music. We're going to hop on board with him. He's got the battle view. As Seppi crashes into the wall, but somehow survives that. The heaviness of the Porsche really saving him. Zipper going a little bit squirrely on the outside. That's going to give Noxus the run. Noxus going around the inside of Zipper. But Zipper with the Acura has more power.
Zipper's
Side by side.
so with Noxus. Zipper will have the inside. Has a better chance of making it hold. Yeah, there you go. So Zipper holds position, but that speed on the Acura, it is not good. So Noxus still right behind, not dying. Oh yeah, no. Zipper hits
And on the
oh,
curb!
Zipper dies to the curb, so allowing Noxus to go through.
And it looks like Genji missed a checkpoint as well. Genji down in 10th position. He might have been hard stopped. I didn't see that. But yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of a gap starting to form. Suimin accelerating away from Viper. Viper doing pretty well, and CODCAOS as well, accelerating away from Oakaran. Oakaran and Avenge and Seppi still battling away for those key mid-pack positions, and Noxus wanting to get his name up there. Currently in 8th. That's not a terrible position, but you ideally want to be in 6th or 7th.
Right now, I think everyone's mostly spread out. I think the only battle I can technically see is Zipper and Noxus still pretty close, but that's about it. Zipper on Noxus's bumper again through the death turn. Manages to
And
hold
Noxus
it.
very wide right there.
Yeah, loses a bit of the rear. Genji hitting the wall again, almost dead stopping, so Genji's not having a good time.
Yeah,
To say
and
the
Bane's
least.
still behind him somehow. It looks like Bane might have
Yeah.
missed a couple more and crashed into a couple walls. So not having a good race for himself. Hopefully he can bring it back in Heat 2. But it looks like in general, after the first couple laps, which are absolutely insane, this lobby is really shaken out and been quite clean.
Should go back and just clip that entire first section because that was kind of insane.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't even have enough eyes to look around and see everything that was
No.
going on right there.
I got the multi-twitch up and I have no idea what happened, to be honest. All 6 POVs, very, very messy. So now Bane and Genji are fighting for that 11th spot by the looks of it. They're very... Oh, actually, no. Zipper missed completely, so he's down to 11th. So this is a fight for 9th.
Oh, and Noxus makes a mistake. He clips that inside curb, doesn't take a full wheel over, and doesn't avoid it completely, so he gets the bump and goes into the wall. That's going to lose him some time.
The other battle that seems to be happening is Seppi versus Oakaran, but we don't have a POV on that. Actually, I think Avenge is also in that mix, so that's a 3-way battle right up ahead of Noxus, but we don't have a point of view for that.
We do also see that CODCAOS right here, he is hunting down onto the back of Viper. He might catch him by the end of the race.
That 12-second gap between first and second hasn't shifted much, though, so I believe we'll see very similar times between number 3 and Bard by the end of this race as well.
Yeah, I mean, Bard really, you know, one of the fastest drivers coming into this and was completely free air right from the start, no worries. Meanwhile, Suimin was really mired down by the insanity of those first few laps. We saw 2 times people going 5 wide on this small city track.
A couple of T-bones in there as well. I'm not even sure what's going on.
Yeah,
Just the whole
there was
peninsula for a
definitely
second.
someone doing a kamikaze maneuver. I'm not sure who it was, but
There was
Suimin
someone in the
wanted
M3.
revenge, but couldn't tell who it was.
So COD is almost right up on Viper's bumper. Viper not taking the best turns for the last 2 of that lap previously, so COD will be able to make a move here soon, I believe.
Yeah, CODCAOS doing a nice job for himself, cunting down to ViperSerpent. He's managed to pull that gap closer. Now he's in range for a move. If there's a mistake, ViperSerpent has to be careful. He has to be looking behind him in his mirrors, making sure that he's able to defend his position. 3rd place is very crucial. Getting 3rd almost guarantees that you're going to be going through to the next round, but 4th does not. If you get 4th and you DC, it's possible that you may not make it through to round 2. So that's why this battle matters so much for these 2 drivers. CODCAOS, of course, expected to probably come top 3 in this lobby. ViperSerpent really wanting to upset that in this Heat 1. And they are so close now coming through
Viper
turn
hitting
1.
the fences. Lost a little
Yes.
bit of speed through that one remaining fence that was on that line, so COD is on his bumper. Had the better exit through turn 1.
Oh, and here it is. Both of them in the same car. There shouldn't be any difference other than the tuning. It looks like ViperSerpent has a little bit less handling, a little bit more top speed. And CODCAOS, with a lovely line right there, just manages to slide it through. But it doesn't matter. He manages to actually carry his momentum. Beautiful move there from CODCAOS with precise driving around the death curb.
Surprised that bumper tap didn't slow him down, but yeah, that was a very clean move. Avenge, unfortunately, as we saw, disconnected from the lobby. Unfortunate to see.
Oh, but it's not over yet. They're going side by side.
Viper
But
has
CODCAOS should
the
have
inside,
it.
but has the
But
pole.
they're going to the line.
Oh
my god, I think Viper got it!
Oh, what a finish! That was one of the closest finish I think that we've seen this today. Not an Xbox,
500ths
so
of a
there we go.
second.
That is the closest finish, I believe. Very impressive finish from both drivers. I honestly thought that Viper was going to hit the wall and lose all of his momentum, but manages to hold it on and take the win from COD. Very clean.
Yeah, nice race from these guys. It started off like an absolute cacophony of danger and death, but finished it off with some really nice clean moves and overtakes and a battle to the line between 2 great drivers.
So Genji did confirm that it was number 3 that was trying to push him out of a checkpoint after the first couple of laps, but luckily there was no massive catastrophe right there. So there we go, everyone seems to be in.
Suimin will be delayed as usual. He just... There we go.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
Is he playing on Xbox maybe?
That baguette internet will do it for you. So Bard again
Bard is on
first!
What is this? What are
COD
these
down
grids?
to 9th! Bro, these grids are rigged in favor of the Italians, it seems like. Jumpy having started 2nd twice last round, and Bard 1st twice this round. Joe must really like pasta or something, because this is not the work of complete luck. So off we go to the start.
Danks and CODCAOS just have had the most torrid grids, and Seppi as well. Seppi started last in last race if I remember correctly, so big unlucky for those guys.
Yeah, and caught at the bottom as well, twice in a row. Not very good for him. He's gonna fight all the way back up as we go into the first, the only unghosting zone. But the unghosting zone, Bane goes wide, allowing Viper to get a little closer. Caught already looking to make a move on Noxus. Had to back off
Side
for
by
that
side,
one
going
turn.
up the hill. Ooh, just
Had to
backing
back off
out
for the
right
turn.
then.
Yep.
Ooh, nice and clean between those two drivers. Seppi and Noxus and CODCAOS. Respect between those guys, and Nox goes a bit wide and CODCAOS makes it happen.
So far, a little bit of respect. Someone completely went wide. I think that was Oakaran. Went
Oh!
completely wide and hit all the fences. Was that Oakaran? I'm not sure.
Oh, and
COD
it
also hit all the
distracted
fences.
CODCAOS. CODCAOS was
Yes.
watching him. Oh! And he
Oh,
gets
but
pushed
COD.
out of a
Oh!
checkpoint.
Oh no! I'm not sure if that was just desync or full-on push, but that was a full-on
Oh.
push out of the checkpoint. So COD down to 9th. I'm gonna have to rewatch that after that because I don't. Who was that pushed him out? Do you know?
I think it was Seppi. And I think Seppi waited for him.
Can't see a POV on that.
Yeah, I think
they
Seppi
both
waited for
missed.
him. Yeah, really unfortunate right there for CODCAOS. First the
No,
grids.
they both. Sorry, they both missed. Both Seppi and COD missed. So Seppi did not wait. He simply rewinded because he also missed.
Oh
That
my
is
god.
unfortunate. So I think someone was
So they've
pushing
got a lot of work
Seppi.
to do up in this race. I'm on board with ViperSerpent right now, up behind Genji. Noxus behind those two. Genji wants to be roadblocking ViperSerpent. ViperSerpent, of course, with the podium position last race. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to get there unless... Actually, no, up ahead is only Genji and Bane driving, so he could be looking for another third. But oh, Zipper and Okaran actually make a big mistake or something. They're now in 9th and 10th, so Noxus and CODCAOS already back up into 6th and 7th.
Oakaran was the one that hit the fences at the start. I think that Zipper was the one that just made the mistake. So yes, COD.
Yeah, COD actually not as bad of a position as we thought.
Still has some ground to remake, but yeah, not as bad as it could have been. Suimin pretty close to Bird right now. The stream is kind of laggy. I think it's on my side though, but pretty close. Not sure if a move will be made anytime soon, but very close indeed.
Yeah, Bard and Suimin pretty much know that they're fighting for pride at this point. Both of them big performance in the first race as Genji goes so slowly through that corner.
I don't know how he didn't miss that checkpoint. Like he went so far to the wide, then slid back to the left. I guess he handbraked or something. That was a very lucky checkpoint get though.
Yeah, and yet again, we're seeing the advantage that it looks like the MR2 and the BMW has over this 240 is that whenever there's a sketchy situation, the 240s always seem to be the ones that die.
So through the death turn, Viper
accelerates,
so slammed into the wall, fall quite a ways back. Not enough for Noxus to capitalize, but Viper has some ground to remake.
Oh, Suimin's stream is not happy.
Yeah, it's very laggy.
Oh, as we see CODCAOS is going for his number 2 overtake of Noxus right here. As Noxus just decides to go completely through the fences. And through that prop, and through that prop, and through that prop.
Noxus not having the cleanest of lines, forcing COD to hit the pole, slowing him down.
Yeah, the sneaky line right there, not allowing CODCAOS to move over for the pole, just sending him straight through it. But CODCAOS, very good turn 1, weaves around the poles, lovely little line, has the inside, the slalom for the style points, and does he get the exit? Looks like they're going to be side by side coming through the death corner. If Noxus hits the inside, he is going to kill COD, so COD backs out, he gets a better run through, looks like he's going to focus on, oh, but no, he touches, but he still manages to save it. Great card control right there from CODCAOS.
COD is just flexing his car control at this point, going through the poles and then doing that move.
He doesn't even sweat at the thought of going close to these deadly props. As we see Noxus overtaken right there from CODCAOS in HD.
COD making the move. COD making the move. He is through. Oh, I guess you're behind because you're watching COD's play. My bad.
Yeah.
COD does make it through.
I watched it on Noxus's.
Okay, yeah. COD made it through.
And Suimin gets first. Suimin goes through for first. Someone called him underrated, and he had to. Sorry, overrated. As Noxus goes hard. Noxus is hard stopped into the wall on the hairpin. That is huge.
Completely stopped.
And Bane driving makes a mistake. Oh,
A
and
lot of
Bard has
mistakes
got
this
past
race.
number 3.
A lot of switches and a lot of mistakes happening right now.
Let's see what happened here on Bard's POV with the rewind. Wait, how behind is this? What?
It's insanely behind. No, Bard is back in front. Or sorry, Suimin is back in front of Bard. Number 3 is like a lap behind. Yeah, it's confusing. Number 3 is a lap behind. Bard is the one that's up to date.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I guess that was a bit confusing.
It's confusing, yeah.
Meanwhile, CODCAOS is not done. He's only just begun. He's up behind Bane driving.
Viper trying to catch up to Genji as well, but tapping some of the curves and not getting the best of lines. Sorry.
CODCAOS making a little bit of a mistake right there, touching the death curve, but not too badly. It doesn't completely full stop him, and he is still catching up at a rate of knots to Bane driving. Definitely has the pace on him, looking for that 5th position right now. Bane driving, though, he does want to get this 5th position. It's really crucial for him. If he loses this, there's a possibility that he will be out.
Very true, and if we take a quick look at the lap times, number 3 right now running a 59.1, Bard with a 59.2, and COD with a 59.3, so very, very similar times right now, but very different places of the pack. Bard trying his best to not fall too far behind.
I mean, just so unfortunate for him. He should have been up there at that front battle, but through no fault of his own, he's just been sent to the back, but he has made an absolute worldie of a comeback performance in this one. Gap doesn't seem to be closing that much, and ViperSerpent actually falling off the back of Genji right now, out of that sort of DRS zone that we talk about, where if you're right behind someone, it's possible to sort of fly next to them and go underneath the props and just sort of gain loads of time.
Bard is very close now to Bane.
Whoa!
Oh, narrowly missing that wall. Good God, and Bane almost going off the track on the ledge.
Yeah, COD is motoring right now. That's a 59.5.
COD wants that position. Bane really needs
smell
to
blood
hold
in
it,
the
though.
water.
Bane
Yeah,
really
Bane
wants
needs
to hold it. Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit wide there, goes a bit more conservative. He knows that he doesn't have to push that corner. He can catch up on the rest of the track where he is stronger. Getting closer now. Only 4 tenths of a second splits these two drivers.
4 tenths and 3
and
laps
that's
to go.
very wide right there, and that's the mistake he was waiting for.
There is the move. COD goes through.
Oh!
Okay. The bump saved him, almost hitting the wall. I guess he's safe somehow. Survived that, keeps the position. Bane still chasing behind COD, but he fell back quite a bit now. Now Bane is really going to have to try and push to get close and try to make an overtake on COD if he wants to be safe from the tournament.
And actually, let's just hop back on board with Viper for a moment. Let's see how he's getting on.
Viper been making a lot of mistakes, trying to do his best to catch Genji, but keeps making a mistake on 2 of the turns, unfortunately. But is still gaining. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough for 2 laps to cover or close that gap.
Yeah, I mean, if you take a look at the Noxus POV, are there any gaps that look like there may be position changes down there towards the rear of the field?
Looks like the only close race right now is Zipper and Oakaran and COD and Bane. Those are the 2 that might switch over. Oh, Bane almost made a move on COD, but wasn't able to make it stick. COD taking a slow turn through turn 1, but got bumped by Bane and saved his momentum. So COD still holding on to that position for what he can.
Suimin doing a 58.9.
Casual flex. Just to prove Rain wrong.
Yep, Rain has definitely annoyed the Speedy Baguette.
Rain has left the chat. Oh, I believe Bane has made a mistake. Yes, Bane made a huge mistake, so now there's a massive gap between COD and Bane, so Bane will not be able to have any chance at all of passing COD unless COD misses a checkpoint, hits a wall, or something happens here. So COD is safe in 5th, and Bane is now in 6th. I'm not sure what position he finished last race. Bane was in 8th last race, so I'm not sure this is going to be enough to keep him in the tournament for this this time around.
But remember, there have been a lot of DCs. It is
That is true.
entirely possible that he could be saved by someone sort of coming 5th and 10th in another lobby. It is all still to play for, and of course, CODCAOS could get full stopped by a pixel.
Viper is closing in on Genji, but not enough for this last 2 turns. And there we go. That is our finish with both number 3 and Bard with a 58, 58.9 and 58.8 respectively. So very good race, very clean race in comparison to last race. So
yeah, and a good blueprint time there. 11:56 is a very strong time. Yeah, ViperSerpent had the pace on Genji, but unfortunately was not able to catch up. CODCAOS with a 59.0, so proving that he did have the pace if he had not been sent to the Shadow Realm.
yeah, that was an unlucky turn.
Right, so while our 4th lobby gets ready to go.
So lobby 4 right now is just missing Breezy and Marcus.
So we will update our scorecards.
Yes, sir. You ready?
Yep.
Number 3 first. Bard 2nd.
Suimin. Okay.
Bard 2nd. Genji 3rd.
Genji in 3rd. That's
Viper
big for
4th.
Genji.
That's a massive leap for Genji. Viper 4th. COD 5th. Bane 6th.
Bane in 6th.
Yeah. Zipper in 7th.
2 7ths for Zipper, and that actually might be enough to send him through.
Ooh.
Could be borderline.
8th. Seppi in 9th. And Noxus in 10th. There we go.
Noxus
that is
in 10th.
The points as of now.
So it looks like Genji, Bard, Viper, CODCAOS, and Suimin almost certainly through. Oakaran, Bane. Actually, I think Bane should be through. It's Seppi and Zipper who are the ones who are in the real trouble. Although, actually, 13 points may not be enough. We'll see how it goes later on into the tournament.